Hello, guys. Same here. Oh, I forgot to take this thing off again. We know we're not in this, but welcome back into enough racings once again. Uh, okay, wait, change it. There we go. There we go. Welcome back into another podcast. Another swing. Not Marcus. Welcome back to another swing. I know it's been quite a while. It's been months since we last doing a swing, but we're back in another swing because we all heard about it. If you guys new out here for my sins that we didn't link videos on that streaming, please subscribe to my channel. Um, yeah, let's get really started because we got a lot of stuff that I wanted to start link on. To do a link on, like especially with Power Rangers AI, the DVDs, physical media, snipers that you guys been wondering about it. Um, it's not gonna get any better when it comes to making the stuff up like Netflix. I'm really 100% against this already. So yeah, we're starting to not doing another link, but only this time we're starting doing a link about this is Hollywood again with AI and Netflix ice sneaking blind universe, and I'm really not happy about what's going on. And of course, we're still going to talk about behind the scenes with Power Rangers, with AI, Nizza Kids, Hasbro. QuestCon, I still don't trust QuestCon too, because everybody, we all know that it's him and he was sponsored for Power Rangers not giving the information about this. So yeah. But yeah, let's get this movie started. If you guys new on it, please subscribe to my channel and let's get started. Alright, so let's get this as new. Since one of my friends, Sky, is here. Because I haven't heard him since, but I do miss my bud. We've been started making it again. It's just irritating me about what's going on with Hollywood nowadays. But further gone, Going in grass class, man. What's going on, man? My days is doing good. How was you guys doing for today? It's like Hollywood is messing up again, and I'm still 100% against. It's like it's going to get ruined, and I still 100% don't like Netflix at all. It's literally, I feel like when he's trying to buy it for this one, but wait, the phone are pretty nice. Anyways, it started to get super worse what is going on with, and it should have been Paramount to buy Warner Bros. And instead of Netflix, because it's going to ruin their reputation. We could have had any crossovers with Sonic and DC, Ninja Turtles, and LBT. Glad you're here, man. Because let me see your screen right away. Because we need to start making a wank about about what's going on with Netflix buying it. It started to bother me very much, and Power Rangers too. It's this is starting to get very worse when it comes to Hollywood nowadays. And I know the last time that me and Sky has been talking about this. Shout out to him. It's great to see you once again. Yeah, you guys want to come to the stream LBT, please do, because I've been spoken about this so many times, and I'm gonna keep doing that until. And I know a lot of so many people giving the updates, heads up, or then the comments that I watched said it has to be doing with DOJ, means Justice Department. It has to be an enjoyer to see who's buying it. And I hope it's not Netflix, because I don't trust Netflix. Sure, they got good and great shows, but I'd rather for be more on Paramount since I. There you go.
Hey, Shamer.
Hey, LBC.
Glad to see each other again after that long stream that I just did. Over 3 hours.
Yep, indeed.
Can't believe we had a fun stream. Fun stream, I tell ya.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Now let's see how this average knucklehead is gonna get going. And Nisa ranting on Hollywood again.
Yes, because it's been bothering me few days, and I made 2 theories about Netflix. Sure, they had good shows and sometimes bad shows, but again, it's going to get ruined. And I said it like twice or twice, like 3 times already. The reason I didn't pick them because I don't know how people's gonna feel, but it's already affected people that people it's causing chaos that people wants to go on strike against them.
Yeah, like it is insane that Netflix is relying on WB and Paramount Plus. Like, there's already someone that bought Paramount Plus. There's Amazon Prime, for God's sakes.
Yeah. And like 3 months ago, when Paramount and they're originally wanted to buy it because it by WB because they've been working together for a long time, like 40 years since 80s
Pretty much.
until there. Yeah, but, it'd be good if Paramount actually buy Warner Brothers because I know
Weird.
they have good consoles, but it seems like if it wasn't for the CEO, the new current CEO of David Sniper, jackass,
Man,
don't take the deal.
what are these guys thinking?
I don't know. It's like they he wanted to thinking about his own stupid stairways instead of him realize everything about taking
Pathetic.
seriously. Yeah, it's like taking serious for his common sense.
What they're doing is pathetic.
And I've been spoken about this politics that we don't want. It's going to cause chaos. Like, Willie, we heard some of these people being upset about cinnamon. It's been here for years.
Yeah. I may be excited for Netflix The Dinosaurs as well as
Yeah,
other media going on, but what Netflix did buying WB, it is just unjustifying.
and that's why I'm like 70 pie. They're 100% against the idea. I'm not just sitting there doing like them. I just don't want them. They ruin and put so much stuff on this parental because people doesn't like the idea of that. And I said it from 3 months ago. It would be great if Paramount actually bought it instead of them.
This is just random. That's just low.
I know, and that's why I started thinking about this whole situation, all because of Dave Stubborn dumbass
That
Stu Whitaker.
is just low. And it's not good.
And I'm telling you, if they win this, I don't want Netflix to win this deal with Divine Warner Bros. Even though they had good sales again. But I'm gonna be honest, if they're actually bars, I'm gonna be really be furious and go on strike against them because it's gonna go cause chaos and people's gonna go on and strike against them if they dare to touch it.
Oh dear. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go turn on that volume. Be right back.
All right. You know, Paramount was first, and then Universally, they was thinking about buying it too. It's because they don't have enough money budget, but somehow
They're like the
Paramount
biggest things on earth.
makes me.
How
But
pathetic.
yeah, one time I know is for sure that we had certain people that I know that we noticed that Warner Productions said they ain't getting good for said. But fair way, when I was on there, some of these people in the comments that I watched, they said that they want Netflix, and I'm really pissed off about what's going on with freaking Netflix. I'm not understanding, but at the same time, people got to realize it has to be going to door ears of the people who wants it. DOJ and FTC decided who will be picking in charge, meaning who had full control of that, so they could save Hollywood and save physical media. Means DDR. See, we don't have to worry about this that type of stuff like political for the past few years ago.
That's just low.
I know it really sucks, and that's why we spoken of it. We're tired of getting push it out, and we fighting for it. That's why we fight for this one.
Pretty much.
And I've been waiting for a long time to start doing a link about Netflix buying Warner Bros. Instead of
Yeah. Netflix made stupid decisions, stupid and idiotic decisions, which I totally cannot stand, and it barely works.
yeah, and I'm personally blaming Dave Snyder for this crap too, because he doesn't know how to run things. Sure, he's not even better than the last CEO, Kevin something. I forgot what his name is. He's not better than the last CEO of Warner Bros. Even though he works hard to put in that, but this CEO, David Snarler, everybody knows about him. He did some terrible things. Percy the Jenners ruined the franchise. Not only that, he doesn't know how to run things, and he actually some of these people, forced people to fire the Beast Boy from Teen Titans that we all grew up watching on.
Yeah, I've heard about that news. The actor who played Beast Boy from Teen Titans, which is just so lackluster and ridiculous.
Yeah, wait. He's been working there for a long time, all because of his health issues. You should have known how he felt instead of him fired for his dumb reasons.
Man, this is ridiculous.
And like I said, I'm gonna keep off and on all day about this whole situation until everybody in this whole world, especially this dumb for his common sense, will understand about this. They're not gonna make some promises. And I know it's not gonna promise according to some of the people who has a good points. And it's going to get small it's going to get worse, and they're going to push so many politics, agendas, wokeness, and I don't want that.
No.
We don't want it. We don't want it when we've been doing this like 2 to 3 years ago or 10 years ago.
Mm.
And second, they probably going to have for Netflix. This is going to get worse. They probably going to buy games like Harry Potter, Looney Tunes, Superman, all of that, and put their games.
Don't forget about the Monsterverse. Not to mention the Monsterverse along with it. From 2014's Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, and pretty much any Monsterverse related media.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that too.
I also heard that Apple TV has the Monsterverse TV show, but in live action, where it takes place between Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah. And of course, we won't forget about that, especially Mortal Kombat too. But I don't want them. They're going to end up putting it on their phones. And again, I'm going to say this to Netflix and Dave Saber. We rather to play on consoles because we grew up with consoles. The 2000s.
Like I said, if it's not broken, don't bother fixing it.
Yeah. And it's going to be on them. It's going to be on Netflix if they dare to trust it. Because it's like they're trying to ruin society that cinema and movie theaters have been colliding for a long time, for the past hundreds something of years. It's been collided ever since then. When Hollywood was first started in 1910s.
Pretty much.
And now look at this. Now they're going to get with a schedule and do it. Look, I understand that people will stay homes, but I have friends that still go with movie theaters and see some movies. but you
Yeah,
cannot get rid of some stuff. Because what happens that so many people that I have friends is how are they going to feel about this?
like I said, if it's not broken, don't bother fixing it.
Yeah, and it's going to be on it because they're trying to be slick because we know it's going to happen, and we don't want them to test it because for Comcast, a month after a month after that in September, they said they're going to buy that too, and then we had MGM, Syndrome, few people,
Oh
few
yeah.
studios is going to
Oh,
buy that too.
didn't WB already have a streaming service like HBO Max?
Yeah, they do. They
Like,
do have
why not put
some.
why not do their own version instead of most of the WB media shifting to Netflix? Like, I've seen some of the content that they have on Netflix, but I didn't watch the shows like the Powerpuff Girls, the Justice League animated one,
Yeah,
and some Looney Tunes media going on.
I did watch Witches, but I watched the classic ones.
Huh?
I watched Looney Tunes and Puppets, but I watched the classic ones. I watched Paul Pucko's the movie from 2002.
Yeah, I only watched the 2016's Powerpuff Girls because why not stick to that animated cartoon? Because the last time I watched Powerpuff Girls 2016 was back in 2019.
Well, for me, I always watched the classic ones back in '09 or '08,
Pretty much.
and those were the newest ones from those days.
This is
But, yeah,
what's going to happen? Is regular show going to be on Netflix along with Adventure Time, Amazing World Gumball, and all the other Cartoon Network medias? Yeah, Cartoon Network has many of the cartoons that are related to WB.
yeah, and they actually kind of, and I can't really explain it, but they're actually related, like brother and sister that they own. But how can people can afford to buy that stuff? And it's going to make things worse. Like you're going to make them pay $10 or more than that to get it to switch them to watch the damn movie or shows.
Pretty much.
Like I don't believe this. Like every time that we hear a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest with some of the people that I disagree that I know how they feel about it. I know how they feel, and I don't blame them. We really don't blame them because what Dave Snyder actually did is terrible. He made dumb decisions for him not learning his common sense for not learning it, and I said it 2 times. And I've been waiting for this to spoke on this about this idiot for not learning his senses.
This is completely insane.
Yeah, like we don't need it to be happen because me and Sky been talking about this for a while back, and I think he came over there um Tuesday. No, not Tuesday, Wednesday podcast. He just came return, and he noticed too. Even even the movie interviewers always knows that about that.
Mm-hmm. Not to
Disney
mention, he
guy,
came into my stream with
yes,
some comments there, which I don't
yeah,
blame him.
yeah. And Disney Dino, he knows that too. I told him we don't
Yeah.
need, and even Austin, I forgot Austin too. He always easily picked that too. But I'm very serious about this. I'm really serious about this whole system with when it comes to people will be crashing out, meaning that it's going to cause chaos, that people is going to go on strike against them for being constantly upset about this.
Yeah, just like dots.
And I noticed that Netflix, look, they used to sell DVDs back in the day, and then until things that worked out, and then they started streaming services, it started good. But they went sometimes good hill and downhill, hits and miss, movies and TV shows.
How pathetic of them.
Yeah, even that too, because it had a lot of issues with what's going on behind the scenes, and again, I'm still 100% against this.
I mean, I mean, yeah, DVDs. I mean, even when you're doing streamings, why don't you just put them in DVDs or something like that? You know, DVDs, Blu-rays, digital HDs, all those random stuff.
Once we will, I'm gonna be on. To be honest, it's not gonna happen because according to them, all they care about is swimming. They're not. They don't care about physical meanings. And I told you on your stream, they don't care about sweet family physical means DVDs, Blu-ray, all that. It's gonna be gone. And like the movie universe has said, it's gonna be extinct.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, this is true. This is true. It's really true. That's what Netflix actually said.
Why?
Because all they cared about is streaming. They don't care about streaming according to a few other people that I've been watching. It's Netflix Spirit Core.
Yeah, so you're saying that no DVDs based on the medias from Netflix? Because the only
No.
thing I saw is you were saying
No, you go ahead.
the only thing I saw. How come Camp Cretaceous had a DVD release?
I
Because
really don't know. Not sure that, but all I do notice that for some of these people that I watched that had a point about this, that especially the Power Rangers that I look up, they still had it too. But it's also between Netflix and 20th Century Fox, known as 20th Century Studio. Once in the part of hero, once a hero, not once a hero, once and always.
oh yeah, so no DVD releases from the medias based on Netflix.
Yeah, it's true. According to
Yeah,
them,
but there,
it means
but there'll be still be DVDs based on the theatrically movies or from TV. But
well,
Netflix,
yeah.
that's just great.
And according to them, they're going to do a limited streaming. Means they're probably going to do small stuff to stream. Means they want us to pay more. And they're going to raise this price up. Means they're not going to keep promises. And I'm telling you, and I told you that they're not going to make promises. It's just going to get really worse. They're going to do raise their price up. I don't know, at least 100, at least 50 to 100.
Yeah. Ever heard of email before Netflix? Ever heard
Yeah,
of email?
and it's going to email everyone about this.
Kind of a prick move.
And Universal and Paramount, those two companies has always been in movie theaters, but Netflix, they also became like a few years ago because I went, but they don't like movie theaters. They still, according to them, they're still going to be released but not full theaters. Not like them. It's gonna be small part of the big screen. I still don't like the idea. I'm still don't really like the idea because I'm quarter to them, and I gotta agree with them too because some
Oh, I was meant to say, ever heard of email Hollywood?
yeah, that's a good one.
I take back whatever I said about Netflix about that. But I'm still pissed off that they're dealing with WB and all that stuff. Hollywood, ever heard of email?
Yeah, like come on. But yeah, I think I heard it before. Probably on email. That's what I release every day.
And
But I'm really pissed off when this come on for Netflix, and I wanted Paramount to win this deal to buy it to save Warner Bros. Or Comcast, no as University. Some people said they want Comcast University to win, so they could spread up with some theme parks too. It's because they don't have enough budget and they're not as good as that's promoted, but they're good to certain stuff. But Paramount has a bigger budget. And it would have had got a chance if it wasn't for Days Sniper dumbass.
oh, brother, give me a goddamn break.
Yo, like give us a plate, man. Just give them a chance. Just let them have their stuff. I think this dude needs to let go as a CEO and let the other companies to take over and fix some issues like IPs, bring back more releases of theaters. Cause look at Paramount and all these companies. They're still releasing on more than dirty movies. Release get dirty of the theaters more than Netflix, for example. And they made it quick. And I'm glad they actually spoke up about this. Said they're done with this. Quote this crap. I'm glad they made it clear up according to one person that he spoke on that. I'm glad they actually said it for real. After the last CEO of Paramount messed it up. And now this guy who's new guy who's in charge of the Skydance, Paramount Skydance, they're not playing games tonight. And I'm glad they actually made it clear. Because they're the only companies that actually spoke up against politics and wokeness of how they feel people. They actually cares about it.
Not a fan of that political stuff to begin with. Not a
No,
huge fan.
yeah, and that's why we're not fan of that too. I don't even like political stuff either too, but used to a long time ago. But now I'm not even a biggest fan of it. But to be fair, square for movie, they wanted to buy Warner Bros. To fix the issue to be movies to focus on entertainment stuff instead of focused on political stuff. And I'm glad they wanted to buy it at that time. They would have still had a chance, but Netflix, I'm still really, really pissed off about this because we heard a lot of people been spoken about it. It's going to get worse. There's still going to be personal agendas and stuff. Like meaning they're not gonna make more. They're not gonna promise. I know it's gonna. I know they're lying. I know that they're lying so much.
Mm-hmm. That's a big prick move that they pulled off.
Yeah, it's no joke. It's facts.
That is so low.
Yeah, tell me about it. And it's facts. Like, if he was in the Giants field, well, I had to say to this dude. But, and also shout out to JD Frank, because I hope they won't get it. Even though I'm not fan of politics, and not getting it anymore. But
Heck, even
it,
Toronto Therium hates on politics. And he's the
and
first one to ever bring up the rant by having politics not good and no jokes.
yeah, I glad he's spoken about this too. I started realize that he's spoken about this, and he started to make me realize that I need to. And shout out to Tyrannosaurus on that one too,
Yeah,
because
Toronto Therium is right.
he actually spoke on. He made me realize that I need to step it up and spoke up about this too. And I want to know it for sure for these greedy assholes like Dave Sniper and the CEO of Ted, who is in charge of Netflix. But Dave Sniper is still going to be in charge of WB cornered of with Netflix since he's attached to it. And again, I'm still don't like the idea and against this and all. And that's the reason why I'm I'm swiping against the idea against him and Netflix too. That's why I prefer Paramount. And we all paid a Paramount as we bought it. They can had so many crossovers with Nickelodeon and Nicktoons, and so many people promote it if they do. They can actually fix the plug and they get actually lets the fans so much better today. Cause they give the fans what they want. Audience that we go out wanted to make something new. It's like every time that when it comes to see what's going on behind the scenes with Hollywood, with this political crap stuff with WB disrespect certain people's like trying to fire him that I heard. It's like it's literally pissing me the hell off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sick of this shit. Like every time. It's like Dave Sniper is Ben William very much. He always, and I said it, why did I start again? Because he made up lies of companies like Paramount that thinks they accuse him, and his argues that he want to make big excuse for not taking that deal, and he's just saying no for his dumb, stupidest reasons. I think he's lying.
Pretty much.
Every time that I can smell and see him, he's lying. Everything he is lying. Dave Sniper is lying. He making his excuse for his dumb stuff to make this legacy, and this goes for and Paramount looking bad because of him. That he doesn't know how to run things.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm I'm very pissed about this. And you know how I felt about this because this whole situation with Netflix, and I know how Paramount actually felt because they wanted us, they want to give us very hard way to listen to as fans that we wanted to You know what I mean? Than Netflix does.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not happy about with not been buying Warner Bros. But some shows like documentary and Ice Skin, something like that, good shows.
Oh, brilliant. Huh. It's like Disney taking over Blue Sky all over again. But this is more ridiculous.
Yeah, that and that I agree on that. That I just don't like the fucking idea for this piece of crap. Wait,
The fact that Disney closed down Blue Sky back in 2021 is beyond infuriating. And it still haunts me till this very day. So they could close
um,
down Blue Sky Studios and get away with it. Unbelievable.
yeah, I did not heard it, but I think I heard about what's going on. Blue Sky Workers on Blue Sky.
Named Bob Iger. Fucking Bob Iger himself.
Yeah, boy, I swear, what? And I heard that they tried to buy, and heard that they're going to buy Warner Brothers. What the freak?
Exactly.
I heard that they're going to buy Warner Brothers. I don't want them to touch the eater.
What
You
they
may be
did
good.
is pure garbage.
You may be
Pure,
good with
pure garbage that it should never happen. Ever.
you may be good back in the day. This is way before Bob Iger came along. They may be good back in the day, but today it's just political stuff. This ain't the same company.
Yeah.
They're
Not
trying
to
to.
mention pedophilia along with it. Pedophilia. That I cannot stand.
Yeah, like according to that, Von Iger is trying to get rid of the non-classic stuff that people that like we all been biggest fan of that. Like they want to change something more instead of them keeping it the way it was. Like we storing everything. Why can't he just restoring that? Get rid of the dirty stuff, make safe it place instead of you turn to this disgusting and change something that makes things worse. That keep his legacy. And I feel like you're trying to erase the history of Walt Disney legacy.
Exactly.
Like this is totally ridiculous right now. Like I don't understand why did this CEO like I had to disagree with that he wasn't there, but it's him.
Yeah.
It's
No
not.
wonder why I decided to put my hatred towards the Disney stuff because Disney used to be good back in the 90s and 2000s, but in the 2020s and 2010s, they're not as good as they used to be.
Yeah, exactly. When I was a kid, it's not fucking. It's not fun. Yeah, Freddy. See,
What they did
even
is
you know
wrong
it.
and total lackluster.
Netflix doesn't make sense. Yeah, we got a person in the comments that agrees. Thank you. Even Freddie and even Norman, my friend, he agrees too. Even you agrees. See, even you agrees too.
What a lucky surprise.
Even you agrees too about Netflix. I don't trust Netflix with these WB. I'd rather have Paramount that actually bought them too, instead of this
And I
one.
especially don't trust Disney,
Oh yeah,
especially
this.
remaking classic films and turning them into live action nonsense, which we've seen this so many times from the animated films. So why interpreting for live action? I get that you wanted to refresh up the classic movies for new audiences, but still, why not watch them the originals at home instead of paying dollars to go for a movie and all that stuff? Like, why don't you just, show the originals again?
Yeah, like, look, here's the thing. If they wanted to do live fashions, then you gotta look of the same material, make it like, find a talented actors that really cares about the fans, go with that, and make sure you look everything that you know about it. So you could put same materials up top, but make it new materials that we all been excited about it. So we got all being making a great reviews on that. Make us excited about it. But no, they don't. This instead of that, they wanted we make it and just hire something that doesn't know about it, and just change the whole system thing. It's like this is totally. It doesn't make sense. It's they wanted we making it live fascinating.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense. And I heard, I'm gonna be honest, like Snow White, I glad I did not even see Snow White because I was over there, the movie fans chant Swain a few months ago about this. We had to, and he started making a link about Hollywood, and I'm glad he did because I already started making a Hollywood too because Snow White, the live fans of Snow White, I get it when they want women to be leader, but that's not Snow White. It's not Snow
That's
White.
Rachel Zegler pretending to be a character.
I'm sorry, but this movie is not Snow White. They
Yeah,
don't.
more like a train wreck.
I don't understand about this. And second, you're gonna make things worse. You're gonna make this franchise worse that it been created in the first place.
Hmm.
Because
Pretty
if I
much.
was if I was in charge of the friends like Snow White, I would actually hire a actress that really cares about the character that it was supposed to be a prince, but get a princess supposed to be kissed by a prince, not a woman that became a leader. Get it set, make sense, man.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree with you, Shamer.
Yeah, they need to get it, make sense. And the latter and Bob Iger, same on you too for hiring this actor instead of you hire look over that materials. It was supposed to be you're trying to erase it that had actors get control of that instead of you hire somebody else that adds. And I'm ashamed what Rachel we said in Puppet too that you don't care to you want women to be king of later. So what? We that's how it wrote in the Arthur. That's how it was in a book. That's what Walt Disney actually takes some elements in the book and creating the franchise Snow White in the first place. Because
Yeah.
you don't know nothing. You don't know if you really want to change. Then honestly, you're not the biggest fan of Snow White. You're trying to make the Snow White the worst that we all grew up watching in the first place.
Yeah. It's a
Man,
bit too much. Yeah.
making sense, man. People need to make sense. Get a sense in your heads, man. I'm serious. It's too much.
They're in big trouble for this.
And they are. And I'm glad that they're going to get so much trouble. Shame on her. And
As a matter of fact,
God.
still don't trust Bob Iger, especially the fact that all that random stuff, which I might do it in another video or in another stream if I have the chance.
Yeah, cause what I used to think about this long time ago. When I was a kid, I used to didn't even realize that at the time, but now I do because that time when we didn't realize that he was trying to get rid of the Power Rangers and sell it to Saban to ruin this franchise. I just don't freaking understand why. Like, you should have kept it and come up with a big plan and you want to make some more money. But no.
That's just lame.
This is bullshit right now. Like, I didn't know as a kid because when I was like, um, 8, when I was like 8, 15 years ago, when it was the MMPR revision, the final one before it was sold to Saban, I didn't know who sold it to that first until I looked this up. Like 2 years later, though, 2 years ago, when I find out in the comments who sold it to, it was Bob Iger, and I know it's him. I should have known it was him.
Bob
'Cause I would've been-
Iger all along.
all this time, it was Bob Iger. Like, it doesn't make sense. This is no news. This is no news. Complete ban Netflix and 20 seasons ban. Yeah.
This is so objective.
The walls, especially funeral goals. Oh my god. Yeah. This is bullcrap. This is not even make sense. Like
That makes
Netflix.
no sense.
It's like
No
Netflix.
perfect sense.
It's like Netflix is trying to be political that I heard of the people in the comments of some videos of wokeness. And I know, Norman. It doesn't make sense. Because how are you going to make this thing good? But this CEO of Netflix, oh my gosh, man. CEO of Warner Brothers too. I can't stand this dude. No once, man. It's like every time that you want to make those words for these people who want to class out. Like, going on straight to be pissed off. You piss people's off very much when this comes to Warner Bros.
Yeah. Time to get their minds out of their misery. Big time.
And I'm telling you, we cannot let Netflix buy it because I really preferred. Look, we had like when I make this in the comments, community polls to see how many people is gonna vote for Paramount. It's like 96% who vote for Paramount. And I know how you feel about it. I know how you feel about it. Freddie and Gone transmitted. I told you agree for that. I didn't know. He knows that too. You freaking know it. It's a told us in.
Shame on you. Shame on you, Hollywood. Shame on you.
It's like yeah.
We're through. We're through with you, Hollywood.
Yeah, like
But the Mattel dinosaur figures from 2016 is still stuck in my mind.
mm-hmm.
Especially the awful dinosaur character, the Gorgosaurus. I can't stand the Gorgosaurus. I can't stand them.
Yeah,
The
cause
fact that
I don't know.
Mattel decided to make the cut of the figure, it's completely unjustifying.
Yeah, cause I don't know why they asked me these peels like that. Like making dinosaurs peel instead of them come up with differences instead of this.
That is just unjustifying.
Yeah. It's like every time that you try to, when it comes to this piece of crap, like this companies want money of this, and I'm gonna keep saying it 100 over 100 times until people will understand about this. Not 100, but down over 1,000 times. Pretty interesting. I know my friend Ben watches some movies and stuff, and he loved to keep us upgrades and stuff. Even though I didn't see some of the movies, you sometimes yeah, I've seen some movies, but he loved give us um give us a
Oh,
good information. He gave us
so you were
information.
saying about movie universe and all that?
Yeah, he movie universe does have some good points about.
Okay, I'll be
I
back.
forgot I forgot what I was going to say about it, but yeah, movie universe. I was on his train about what's going on with Disney, and now they want, and now it's like Disney wants to use with AI. Like it doesn't even make sense. Oh my god! I was really wanting to spoke about this in the stream for a long time about this. Like I know some people just like using it for certain boosts, but at the same time, it's like you're trying to want these people to against this, and this is going so much. I'm sorry, like I'm 100% pissed off of NetBets is buying Warner Brothers that I'm literally signing on because Netflix is literally worse. Paramount had the better deals than Netflix, and I gotta agree almost like happy to people about this. They could have had it if it wasn't for they dumb and sniper, right? Come on. But even though they said about movie, yes, movie universe that had a while back when I was over there in movie universe about Disney with buyout.
Yeah, yeah, just like that. And they willed it like the father who finds his daughter's shoe. I even said it in my stream repeatedly. Yeah, they willed it like the dad who finds his daughter's shoe. Just like that.
Yeah. Over 100 rituals leaving Netflix through 2020 says that's next year. Netflix is getting worse and worse. Like,
Removing streaming services, like that's completely unjustifying. Yeah,
and
the more stuff Netflix takes out, the more medias will be forgotten from Netflix, which is just sad.
yeah, I understand that but at the same time, I just don't like the way they're sitting trying to buy. I'm sorry, but that's my honest opinion about this.
Completely unjustifying.
But at the same time, that Netflix is getting worse. And that's the truth.
No.
DreamWorks, yeah, and and not only that, you want to pay somebody try, and not only that, Netflix wanted trying to pay some no, had the people that we get on that streaming service to pay for almost $10, get a descriptions for movies and TV shows, especially the games too. And like I said it earlier, they don't care about social that's what physical media means DVDs, and sometimes I still see it on DVDs. But according to the people, they don't care about DVDs, and they're gonna get with it. I don't want this to have DVDs, Blu-ray, and
Well, let's see.
DVD.
Let's see what happens next year because, and not to mention Dinoland USA getting pushed down by Indiana Jones. That is definitely low, and it
Yeah.
barely works. Not even for a minute.
Like I said, I really don't want Netflix to buy it by next one of Netflix because I'm gonna be really furious if they do, and I'm going to swing against them if they're trying to be swag. Because it's like I said, next year it's gonna get worse for them trying to buy Warner Brothers, and it's gonna make us really furious about this. I'm serious, and I'm really serious about this.
Pathetic.
And that's the truth of the truth. That's really the truth about what's going on behind the scenes with Dave Stewart with his jackass for not wearing his common sense. For his mistakes that he doesn't learn his for not picking a good quality for learning thinking common sense for not dating really carefully. And I
They
still
willed
don't
it
like
like
him.
the father finding his daughter's boot.
Yes, exactly. That.
Just like that.
And I'm gonna keep on and on about Hollywood until everybody would understands. And hopefully whoever and the reason why we're waiting for see how it goes for there, that if it has to be going to a daughter from DOJ will according to
I'm honestly glad that accurate reputation of dinosaurs are getting more recognized than the ones that we see from Hollywood nowadays.
yeah,
Proving that feathered accurate dinosaurs could be as scary as the ones from the films. Like the Utahraptor, the Antilobators, and other accurate reputation of dinosaurs. They could they could be scary as the ones that we see from the films, but very different.
yeah, and I think it's based on a true um story what's going on what happens in real life and
Not on a true story, but the accuracy depictions of the dinosaurs.
that's what I'm at. And real life when I'm at.
Hmm.
I'm at the real life, not true story. Real life.
Yeah. But anyways, still pissed off of Hollywood and well, it's collapsing into the ground and I think I'm gonna head off. It was a really nice talk.
Yeah. I'm glad that we actually make a link about this because I've been wanting to say this for a long time for this.
Yeah. Not to mention, if Gus was here, we would rant on Hollywood the same way that we rant on Jurassic World Rebirth. Because
Yeah,
all three of us despise the movie like the big bag plague. And that right there is a good example for that. I
yeah.
mean, it's not the worst films I've ever seen, not the worst
Mm,
dinosaur movies ever, but a movie that we saw from 2025 this year, and it was a total dino letdown with nothing but humans getting more screening time than the dinos, and some of the worst pacing out there, and some of
yeah,
the worst creature designs out there, like the Quetzalcoatlus and the Titanosaurs, so-called Titanosaurs. Jurassic World Rebirth, what a joke.
yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest with some of these people
A
because
total, utter failure.
exactly. That's I
So,
agree.
Anyways, gotta get going, and it's about to get wild.
Indeed. Made a Papa tattoo.
Well said.
Man, I glad I'm not the only one for this. Oh man, I glad I'm not the only one for this because I have friends that I joined their friends and one person spoken about this. I don't want spoken about this. Yeah, I just need to get it out of my chest and spoken about this, but I needed people to understand about this. If you guys like the 91st, who's they're not gonna do this either. And the only ones will blame it to 91st, according to Paramount, if Paramount buy it, they will somehow blame it back Sniper, and I think they're gonna be with Spectrum more than because I don't know about this. You know, they said they will sometime in. Well, according to them, it's not official, so we all know that Paramount said they sometime. Well, they said they will bring back Snyder first because. But for if you guys are, I still don't trust neither for Netflix because if you guys are our biggest fan, Snyder first fans, wants to this for Netflix buying is bringing it back. I don't think it's not gonna happen for Netflix. And then the reason why I'm saying this is because of it's going to be same mistakes, and they're going to end up keeping that guy, James Gunn. But blame on these two companies like Netflix and Warner Bros. You know, I'm just in the middle with James Gunn and Zack Snyder, DC. I'm just not which side. I'm just giving you a heads up for Amber Mason. And instead, what I should review on that. But even though that I like something, it's not got to do what side. It's like you're trying to different eras of the side. What's one? Even though I had a little issues with Superman, James Gunn, but we still didn't actually mess this up. Like they're going to do that before the production. I mean, at least they're focused on the comics for Superman, the new Superman movie for this year. That's all I gotta say. It is, but it's really pissed me. It's literally bothers me with Hollywood because I wanted to stay this for a long time. I really wish Sky was actually here and movie fan too, because I would have actually bought Sky and movie fan too. I wish those two guys was here because Tuesday Sky was here and I glad this dude came by here, even though he was busy with. But I really wish he was here. But I don't want to give him the shout out to Sky, movie fan, LBT. Want to shout out to I want to shout out to it's been a long time since then. Like I've been wanting to say this for a long time for this because I just need to speak up the truth about what's going on with Netflix, dumbass. You know, It's bothering me. It's bothering everybody's every day, and I really need to spoken about this. It's like you're trying to ruin society. If you want to change things of the industry instead of them left it the way they was before. Like movies can be soon. I miss the old days when TV shows and movies used to be their self instead of them being changeable and character intergenit. Now it's just like you're trying to change things for this. But I just miss the old days when movies used to be their self. That's all I gotta say in my opinion. So yeah. Um, yeah, we're gonna start ending it off. You know, it's we've been having some. We had to clear things up and talk some serious stuff. But I want to shout out to what few of my friends of mine that Gleeds. I want to shout out to you, man, because I knew that you're gonna say, know that you're gonna be a Glee. I know how I feel about this, and I shout out to Frederick Guardian Squad Craftsman. Thank you for supporting me. I know how, and you know how I feel about this because. And again, if you guys are the Snidey fans, I don't think Netflix. If you guys watch this, I don't think Netflix. I'm going to be honest with you about Netflix. Again, I don't think Netflix is not going to make its promise to you like that, and I don't still trust them. So please don't believe them because they're going to lie to your face like that. They're never going to make this stuff, but it's going to keep pushing an agendas again. So the only person that it's to save is Paramount because Paramount actually said that is some they're going to bring them back, but their companies will be more respectful and pay more than Netflix. And I think they would. I think WB is wedded off with Paramount for my Penguin more than Netflix does because I still don't trust them. I weather Paramount to have Warner Brothers because they've been working together for 40 years. They've been doing each other for since the 80s. And I spoke about it, it's real history. It's happening in real life history. So yeah, I want to shout out to Freddie Consequent Questroom and LBT joining us my scene. I want to shout out to the movie fan and Sky. I wish he could have came in, but if we're gonna get in a shout out too. Cause you know how I feel about this from next year. I don't want them to send us. Otherwise, we had to go on strike against them. So yeah. Now it's been a while since last time we spoke about this. But we're gonna end this off. Of but all I'm saying is, if it happens once again, but if I hear, oh yeah, Mortal Kombat 2, I won't forget about Mortal Kombat 2 because Gangs 2, especially Mortal Kombat. I think I did say Mortal Kombat 2. I don't want them to try with Mortal Kombat 2 because you know I'm very excited about it. But yeah, if you guys like this video, like this swing, please subscribe it to me. Subscribe it to me. And yeah, the reason why you guys are the greatest because you support my channel, support and subscribe to my channel. Not only that, you support my heroes content in the community, and we're still gonna do more laying on. So yeah. We're still gonna do more and I'll kiss you guys. Laying on. It is your host, Shamar Wallace, the Comedy Shamer Power Ranger here, and I'll catch you guys later on.